So, Brother Aziz, we are discussing this about the list of all the entities with their identifiers. So, actually, this paper missed somewhere, so I don't know where that paper is gone. So, anyway, I will going to explain you in this laptop screen. So, list in the question number 1, they have told us that to write down the list of the entities. Okay, so what were the entities? We have wrote that. So the team is the entity, then the player is an entity, and then team matches, then team and a player, and a referee is an entity, and then this picture and glossary were not given in the question, but it was given in the diagram, right? So that's why I wrote picture and glossary as an entity also, right? So this was about listing all the entities. So I have listed all the entities, and all these things are as per the diagram that was given us in the question in the assignment number 2. Weak entity, as mentioned in the diagram with the two, you see that box, that is a double rectangle box, the double lined box. So this was in the question, in the diagram, that short dispersion is in the double box, double rectangular box. From the question we have find out that okay, so this is the weak entity. It is in the about question number B. So in the question number C, they have asked about that what are the recursive relations. So I already told you about the recursive relations are those relations which are connected with each other but in a recursive way. I have given you the example of CEO, manager and the developers team. Likewise, they have given in the question a condition where there were a referee and there were two assistant referee, right? It was not mentioned in the diagram, but it was mentioned in the question. The diagram and question were, both of them were like, they were not matching with each other in some way. So it took a lot of time for me also to figure it out, that what to be done and what not to be done. So the referee and the game relationship, that can be, defined as a recursive relationship, because there are two referees which are under the main referee, and the main referee is the one who is actually looking at the game. Okay, so and the two referees are looking at the game but informing to the main referee, and likewise things are happening. So there's a recursive relationship between them. So this type of relationship which is formed in a recursive way. So recursive relation can be understood as in a company, the owner will interact with manager and manager will interact with developers. I already discussed this thing in when we were discussing about the lessons. So if you want me to again discuss it, you can please message me. I will do it again for you. Then they asked us about to identify the multi-valued attributes. As you know that the multi-valued attributes are those attributes which contains more than one info. For example, the team info can be the multi-valued attribute because the team info is consisting of the team badge number, the team's t-shirt color, and etc and etc. Similarly, all these kind of attribute which is mentioned here are the multi-valued attribute. In the diagram that I have mentioned them in the double circles. So when the attributes in the double circle, it means that it is a multi-valued attribute, and this was the attribute that I found in the diagram that is given in the assignment number 2. So that is why we have identified the attributes, that is the multi-valued attributes. Okay, so then they told about it, what are the identifying relationship type in the diagram. So well, for that we have to discuss about what is identifying relationship. So we know that identifying relationship are those which contains primary key at both the end, that is the parent end and at the and related entity side. The both the end it will going to contain the main key, that is the primary key, right? So this is also known as a strong entity. We have discussed about what is the strong entity and what is the weak entity. You can also look on those videos also to understand this better. So you see a player, a team is consisting of a set of players. A team is a set of players, while set of players makes a single team, right? So this kind of relationship, and the both are actually strong type of relationship. Without the players we cannot form the team, and no team could form a team cannot be formed without players, and and there will be no player if there will be no team, right? So there can be of relationship, so that comes under this category. Then they told us about to identify the relationship which